Hey guys, welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. And yes, that is a chicken box in the back seat of my truck. We have been relentlessly trying to find barred rock chicks, and the kind people down at Circle L Feed in Quitman, Arkansas told us when they were going to be having an order come in. So we got up bright and early this morning, got there when they opened, and we have got 25 barred rock babies, our favorite chickens, in the back seat of the truck. We're almost home and we're gonna get them unloaded, hopefully before the chicken police comes out and finds out what we're doing. Where are these? Where are you at? Ready? Okay, that's it. And you're gonna notice that I did not dip beaks, and the reason why I did not dip beaks is because I actually watched them unpackage these chicks at the feed store and dip their beaks and allow them to get settled in and warm at the feed store. And so their beaks have already been dipped. They've already had a drink at the feed store, and so I chose to not dip them here. And now I just need to go get their food. Okay, watch out, little babies. They're hungry. Yeah. I found the heat light, and they'll all huddle there and get nice and warm. If everybody here survives, this will bring our chicken total up to 51 chickens. And this is the meat wagon group. This is our dual purpose breed that we will use for eggs and hatch babies out from these guys to grow out to be our chicken that we put in the freezer. And their, of course, their eggs will be used for food as well. These are really good layers. Barred rocks are like, it depends on where you research it and who you talk to, but they're in the top 3 of best dual purpose breeds. And we have raised barred rocks for years, and I really just love their temperaments. And they're Mr. Wonderful's favorite chicken, so you gotta give Mr. Wonderful as many wins as you can, because after all, without him, the farm would not be here. He is the builder and the constructor of all of the homes and fences and things for these babies. So okay, I can't sit here all day and watch chicks. I'd love to, but look at this day, you guys. I mean, mind you, it's still pretty early in the morning. It's 9:27 in the morning. Look. So this is what else I got at the feed store. And so I'm gonna get this unloaded, and in the meantime, I'm going to let you guys watch a little update about what I've been doing and why I have been absent. So you guys watch that. I'll unload this and we'll come back together again. I do try to post every day for you what's going on, and I just want to catch you up. What is going on is everybody's fine. We are just in crunch time, and we are working on the groom shop business. So we are in obviously a transitional time in our life, and right now is the transition of my grooming business, and it is my occupation. I do not make money on YouTube, and so therefore I have to have a job. And I have had the blessing of being off work for the past months, and I am looking forward to going back to work. And it's crunch time, and it is also the time in this groom shop business build that my finishing touches come in. So that is where I've been. I'm gonna flip you guys around and give you a groom shop update. I know this is not a farmy video, but this is part of my life. Therefore, it is part of my homestead. It is on my homestead, and it's part of who I am. So this is what's going on. So this is, as you walk in the door, this is the front desk, and we have a small holding area here. Still a construction zone, so that's the air hose for the power tools. But we've got the pretty plates on all of the outlets and things like that. Right now I'm working on staining all of this wood. There's a lot of wood in here. But we have a great big huge desk that's nice and tall. And of course, the window, sorry, it's still dirty. I haven't cleaned yet because I'm not done staining. So, you know, I'm not exactly a clean painter, and so I'm not cleaning anything until I get done painting, because I'm sure that I'll have messes to clean up. So this looks into the grooming area so that people can see their dog get washed. And don't mind the desk, but it's covered in things right now. But that's my great big desk, which will hold, you know, my books, as well as all of the things that go along with running a business. And down below, right now we are working on building dog crates underneath the desk, so that this will be my area that I groom in. My grooming table will sit kind of in that corner, and so that way I'll be able to have the littles that require being able to see a person, that are not used to being left alone. A lot of people work from home nowadays, so there are a lot of dogs that are not used to being left alone, let alone in a crate in a strange place. So this will allow those dogs to have nice plush beds right here next to me with the radio on, and that is part of what we do. We treat each individual dog as an individual, and allow them to decide what they may need, and give them different options to create a happy atmosphere. So then we walk into the bathing area. It's very simple. There's still some safety mechanisms and things that I need to install. My eye bolts aren't installed. I'm not that much of a miracle worker. I still have to tie dogs up in order to wash them. But the bathtub is in, the water does work, and of course my drying table is there, right there at the window, where I can look out over the farm. And then basically the back area is just, you know, this is just a storage area, a place I can do laundry, where my hot water heater is. And Eventually, when all the construction is over with, I will put big dog crates back here, and there will also potentially be a gate in the doorway to where if I have really big guys, the Great Pyrenees, the Newfoundlands, St. Bernards, Wolfie mixes, they can just roam around. They don't have to be confined to a crate. So there are some dogs that don't like to be crated. So anywho, that is what I've been doing. The kids are hanging out with me in here, and it is late at night. We've been at it all day, and we're fixing to call her a night. But I didn't want you guys to think that I had forgotten about you, and wanted to bring you in on a little slice of my life that you don't get to see very often. Really the only times that I include my grooming is when obviously I'm grooming my own dogs. And there are a lot of people out there that have grooming channels, but what I provide for my customers is very sacred to me, and a lot of people, especially country folk, aren't real big on being out in the public, and you know, don't want their dog to get recognized on a YouTube channel or whatnot. So there's a lot of privacy there, and then also there's a lot of time consumption and a lot of repetitiveness that goes into making a good video, and there's a lot of focus on the media part of it. There's a lot of focus on the content part of it when you are a YouTube video creator, and that focus for someone like me, I feel, would take away from what people are paying me their hard-earned dollars to do. And in this atmosphere, it is to pay 100% of my attention to their dogs, and I stick to that. I don't answer the phone when I'm working on somebody's dog. I do nothing but focus on that dog. So you guys don't get to see a lot of that stuff. I'm more than happy to help people out in that area and answer as many questions as I can, and send them short videos or make specific videos with dogs that people will, you know, maybe bring in on the weekends, and I can do a demo with them. More than happy to explore that side of content, but that is not what my channel is about. My channel is about the farm and the homesteading lifestyle and the garden and preserving our food and growing our own food and giving people the inspiration to lead this life of simpleness. Just being on our farms and caring for our animals to the best of our ability, and growing our own food and living well. So that's what has been consuming my time, is this beautiful groom shop that Mr. Wonderful has built for me. And we are getting into the final stretches before I can go back to work. So I'm really excited about that part, but we will be back on the farm here real soon once I get this place stained. We've got lots of things to put in the garden, so have no fear. I am coming back to the garden, and I am coming back to you. I have not forgotten about you. You've been on my mind, and I hope that you're all doing well. Yes, I got some more beefies. You're welcome. Okay, so the ceiling staining part of the burnt wood on the walls is done, and I am moving into the bathroom. So I'm gonna flip you around and show you what we're dealing with here. So I need to caulk And we decided that we were going to, I need to caulk all the way around the edge of the tub. And I don't have to worry about the corners because we actually have these that fit in the corner. So I don't have to worry about that. But I have to do all the way around the edge of the tub, the edge of the counter, where the counter meets the window, you know, anywhere pretty much that water could get behind it. And we tried this stuff. It comes in a roll. I don't have the box anymore and I got mad and ripped it off. But it's basically, it comes in a roll and it's like caulking tape. And it's got this sticky stuff on the back, right? Don't waste your money. The only reason why I'm really videoing at the moment, because I'm ticked off, is because this stuff is junk. So I just ripped it off, and the only thing that it did for me was leave me little residue strips like here and here and here that now I have to get off before I can caulk around this tub. So don't buy that stuff. It's junk. I'm gonna get back to work and I'll get back to you guys in a little while. So if you've got super sticky stuff like this and it doesn't want to come off, and I started with a screwdriver, right? Trying to scrape it off, right? Which, I mean, works, but it takes forever. Once you get some of the sticky stuff, and this stuff is, I mean, super sticky, but it's like having gum. So, I mean, it still takes a while, but you get it cleaned off. And the reason why I'm doing it this way, why I have to get it off, is I'm gonna have to caulk it. And I could use, like, you know, Gooby Gone or Solumel or something that takes sticky stuff off, but then my caulking wouldn't stick. So I'm trying to keep this as virgin as possible, but I don't want all this leftover residue from this tape that didn't work. So there you go. There's a hack. I'm gonna try it on the wall. Takes it off the wall too. There you go. I just figured it out, so thought I'd share it with you guys. You're welcome. And as per usual, sometimes things just don't go as planned. We did not get, I got all of the gunk off of the tub. But we did not do the caulking today because Mr. Wonderful and I have got to work together to caulk and put these strips in to the corners there. And he had to go work on the well. It was not working perfectly, and so he wanted to do that. But we did get the, I'm gonna call them the hair curtains. I went ahead and decided to hang 2 shower curtains at the big entry of the bathing room, to that way I could close them up and hopefully keep some of the dog hair in here and from floating out and all over the groom shop. Let's see, staining is all done. that is my, I've got to get that put up. I'm gonna clean this metal or see if I can clean it up. The kennels are done. The little front crates are done with flooring, backing, and good solid dividers, as well as nice, easy latching gates, which is super nice. The babies will be able to be up here and be able to see me, but they will be safe. And as you can see, a big dog can go in there quite comfortably. You gonna go in rescue? She's like, no, I've been in one all day. So those are wonderful. Still a construction zone. Mr. Wonderful's still working. He's got another gate to do. We got the wrong latch for this gate, but this is the gate in between the lobby and the grooming area. We are still going to put up another gate here in this hallway so that if I do have big dogs, I can allow big dogs to run around back in that area. And the little dogs up here will not be bothered by them. Finally got that window cleaned for you guys so that we can look in and watch dogs getting groomed, which I love. And I just think that this is shaping up to be quite beautiful. Still some work to do, but man, I'm just pretty proud of it. I'm pretty thankful for Mr. Wonderful. It is soggy and humid. Whew. The peeper frogs are peeping. I did get everything. It was windy and rainy today, so everything is just now covered in this sawdust. So I have to wait for it all to dry. But I did get flower pots and chairs and a table out here to create a welcoming area for me to rest or for my clients to rest, which is something that I really, really think is important. I think it's important on our farms, on our homesteads, at our homes, whatever, I'm not gonna just put this on, farmers and gardeners. As you can see, I'm relating it to a dog grooming facility. I think it's so important. Jessica Sowers with Roots and Refuge is one of my big inspirations, and she always talks about putting a chair in the garden and creating a place of rest around your farm. And I just think that it is so important to put a cute table and chairs, or even a stump, if it's just a stump or a bale of straw or whatever it is, somewhere periodically throughout your farm. And sorry, something happened with the chickens, but they're okay. They're all giving themselves little dirt baths and fluffing and squawking and making weird noises. But I think it's really important to create little places around your farm or your home or your garden. And so that's why it was so important for me to just create a barista place. I'll have sodas, water, and maybe, I don't know, homemade cookies or something that people can grab when they drop their dogs off. They can grab a snack and a refreshment and come out on the patio and sit here and read a book or play a game on their iPad or just look at the pasture. I mean, this is what they'll be looking at, is the pasture and the animals. And I just think it's important. I think it's important for us to create places of rest, and places that feel welcoming and relaxing and comfortable. And I believe, as a business owner, I believe that it's important to give that to your clients. because in the end it will make them happier with your service. It will make them know that you have thought about them and their comfort, and that you care about how they feel when they are on your property at your place of business. So anywho, that's why I did that, and that is what's going on in the Groom shop, and it's feeding time. So yet another day has passed us by. It's been it just cleared off. It's been foggy and rainy and drizzly and just like really wet outside all day, and we've got storms coming tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, so much more water to come. We're expecting another 2 or 3 inches, so liquid nitrogen, the gardener in me is not going to complain about that. And probably going to edit this video and then maybe plant some strawberries. So I hope you guys had a beautiful day. Thanks for coming along and getting an update on what's happening in the Groom shop, and seeing our newest additions, our Bardies. We finally have Bardies on the farm, and it feels really good. So thanks for stopping by, and I hope you had a beautiful day. Yours truly.